Brainfarts that stink, that make you think. Episode number 6. I'm doing my float around on TikTok, and I should probably be on YouTube too as well, but trying to be careful because my brain is so fried with everything going on that I have been working the last couple weeks on breathing and relaxing and being kind to myself. So, welcome to Briar Rose Cottage. Lady Rosemary, the Moonstone Crone, and her preciousness, the Crone Cat. Anyways, it is time once again to start talking politics and world things. I do not want to go and vote in October 19th, but I'm going to have to. At least somebody posted a TikTok on what the referendum questions, and for heaven's sakes, it's 10. And excuse me, most of it is Danielle Smith and the UCP asking for more power. A lot of it is worded in like yada yada blah 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 yada yada. Do you think and da 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 in stuff that seems like it should be plain English, but I bet you there is going to be a lot of people going, what does this actually say? As far as I can tell, it actually says that we give a dumb government more power to influence how we are and separate ourselves from what seems to be working at the federal level. That we are going to continue to do more dumb things because it's in the best interest of the dumb Trump and the conservatives the Republicans down there, and just kind of confirming what I've been saying is that Danielle Smith has no interest in Albertans. She's interested in being part of the Trump administration and having a little slice of America up here. This should be horrifying. It needs to be looked into. So, regardless of what's going on with that referendum vote, to which I found out that if you go to Elections Alberta, I do believe it said, you can have the whole thing sent to you at home, so you can do it in the luxury of your own home, so that you don't have to go and wait an hour to vote on something you didn't want to vote on. Thank God that this isn't across country. This is just our poor little province. Well, maybe if it was across country, it would be good. But anyways, I still haven't seen anything in my flippings around as to whether or not Alberta can actually have this referendum. But what I am seeing, I think we need to worry about AI after we figure it out, because a lot of AI is saying, in some of the videos I'm catching, is that what is going on is just being too quiet. We need to pay attention. Now, the Alberta stuff, we have a lot of stuff going on, and I would never thought I would agree with the NDP, the New Democratic Party, ever. She rolls her eyes and looks upward. But, oh my God, I am kind of supporting them. The Green Party does not have enough power in this province to shut things down, but the NDP does. And so it's like, now I'm having to wrestle with my conscience and my convictions and things like that. But every little step that I'm seeing where she's got all this money for all these things, but no money for health care, our court system, our court system here in Alberta is defunct. They just threw out a case because they didn't have enough people to actually run the courtroom. But there's apparently money for a provincial police force. Money has been wasted or not even been paid to help out with rehab centers. There's some questionable, hanky sort of things going on there. There was the court case that got tossed wasn't a sexual assault one, a very serious one, and it was seen as one that should go to court. It has been thrown out because there wasn't enough. Yet they are cutting more funding to women's shelters in Alberta. The Alberta government has said that sexual assault, crimes against women and children, and potentially men, because men do have this. Where do they go when the woman in the house is being an evil twitch and abusing him and the children? You know, because it's not always easy to throw the woman out when she's being bad. But anyways, so all this money is being yanked from there, but there's all this other money for referendums and to pay her friends money, but you can't pay bills for rehab and pay for the safety of women and children in a preventative measure. But the scariest thing is, with her and her cronies being so sort of coming off loyal to the insanity that's happening in the United States, you know, with the two-tier health care and all that kind of stuff, where down there they can't afford stuff, so people die because they can't get insulin, things we take for granted up here. Just getting rid of programs. You know, I need help with prescriptions and have issues remembering to fill my paperwork. That's another story. But now it's sounding like that's going to be taken away. But here's the thing. The AI was right, 100%. The planet is round. Sorry, flat worlders, the planet is round. So when they fly, they don't have to go very far from Montana, which is under Alberta, to Alaska. Now, the AI video I saw was about how Canada can bankrupt the United States. We need to bankrupt them to stop that insanity, because they are facing, if we stop sending stuff south, if we stop doing things that help them, Canada is in the driver's seat with all of this. We own rail lines down there that transport their products around their country. They don't own the rail lines. We own them. Canada owns them. Please, somebody confirm this information for me. But what it is showing me is Daniel Trump is opening up a corridor for the U.S. government to make their life easier. Yes, things are not great with Russia, between the United States and Russia, but as far as I know, Putin and Trump are still friends. Alberta, on a flight plan, is not that far away from Russia on a curved planet. So, brain farts that stink, that make you think, what is the actual price of separation in Alberta? It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Shit, roses don't smell like poo-poo. Let's make poo-poo quit smelling like roses, pardon me. Let's smell the coffee. Let's have that jolt of caffeine and wake up. There's a higher price to separation. Until later, remember, be kind, especially to yourself.